Ervin, what advice do you have for people who want to make that shift into enlivening their existence, into being a part of their experience? What can they do right now? How can they look at it differently?
Well, recall in Star Wars, young people greet each other, may the force be with you. There is a force, and that's not an arbitrary force. It's the same force that created the galaxies in the early phases of the universe. The same force that created the molecules, the cells, the living systems, from microorganism, single cell organism, to the complexity of the biosphere, of which humanity is one of the key elements. So all of these things are here are all available to us. It's not by chance. This is built into the universe. There is a force. It's not an external force. It's not something that acts on things. This is a force that is in us the same way as it is in every quantum particle in space and time. Is the force toward forming communities, forming oneness, forming belonging systems with others around us, so that we don't do it alone. We are not surrounded by a strange and a hostile universe. We are then living in a warm, friendly universe of which we are a part. This is what all religion and religious feeling tells you. Basically, the sense of all religions is this belonging, is just being part of things, like William James said, being part of something larger than you are. It's all philosophy, but all common sense, the deep common sense, is to feel, not only know rationally, this is good for me right now or not good, but feel that what is right, as you have said a moment ago, what is right, what is good, is something that we feel. That's our holotropic attractor. That's the term I use. Holotropic, holos, and tropic, because it's a tropism, it's an attraction. It's something that acts in us. It acts in the cells of our body. It acts on the system of living system, in the system of nation states, likewise, creating peace, except that we are constantly going often against it. We are often perverting it for short-term aims. This whole war that we are having now in Europe, short-term ends, creating long-term breakdowns. So everything that we do has to be oriented by the sense we are seeking our community with life on Earth. That is the system of which we are a part, and that is part of the universe. So ultimately, then we are part of the universe. This recognition, in my latest book now, I call it the cosmic mission of safeguarding the evolution of life on this planet. Safeguarded. We can distort it, we can destroy it, but we can also promote it, further it, serve it. Life on Earth is at a critical point. If we are a conscious agent, we can orient that, we can take that leap into the right direction, and then we no longer suffer from this constant threat of the swords of Damocles hanging over our head. We no longer face multiple crises because we recognize how we need to act. If we act together, we can overcome the climate crisis, we can overcome the energy, the water crisis, we can overcome the disunity, the violence, we can overcome everything, because that's the power, that's the superpower, as you say, that is in us, that we are part of it. We are part of the unfolding of life on this planet.
Very beautifully said, Ervin. Thank you so much. And folks, that starts with you. Recognize that light in you. Identify with the love inside of you. It seems weird, but folks, that's there too, and you are of that also. So things may be crappy. You may not be happy right now. Things may be terrible. All kinds of things may be going on in your world, but what is also true is that you are of love, you are loved, and you are light. And when you identify in that, it shines from you and the whole world shifts. So even if everybody doesn't sign on for it, your choice in that matters. right? It matters when each one of us makes that decision and it shines from us, because it has an impact on others and on creation. And ultimately, it's the most self-serving thing you can do, is to find that within yourself and to shine it out into the world, because then you get to see yourself reflected everywhere. That turns your lifetime journey into the journey of a lifetime, folks. Your superpower quest, right, is off and running, and
Exactly.
it just continues to unfold from there. And the next thing you know, you're in your 90s and you have all kinds of honorable doctorates, and countries have nominated you for their peace prizes, and the world celebrates you because you have chosen to celebrate the world. And Ervin, we can't thank you enough for your contributions to humanity. And all we can say is that we are carrying this forward, and all of us who remember and feel this light, we matter, and it gets to shine light on this beautiful work that Ervin's dedicated his existence to, and so many others. Ervin, thank you for being back on the show and for your tireless pursuits, and courage in walking your own path and following your own
Tonya, you
quest.
are one of the main reasons for optimism, for a positive sense of the future, having people like you, having people like the superpowers. This, I think, is what moves us forward. I'm talking about an upshift, we have lived through a great downshift with all these threats and of crisis. I think we are on the point of beginning an upshift. And the upshift can only be motivated, can only be carried forward by people exactly like what you are saying, like we are talking about.
Amen.
That's the way
Amen
forward.
to that, Ervin. Well, thank you for you. We appreciate you. And to all of you out there, again, go check out Ervin's work. I'm going to sign off now. Ervin, I have such a soft spot for you, and I so adore you and appreciate the work that you've done. And I'm so incredibly honored to share this moment with you. Folks, thank you for being here for this, and for all of your support of the network, and for shining your light. You are so much greater than you know. And when you choose to believe that, it matters, right? And everything starts to change. So if you want to remember what that feels like, come over to superpowerexperts.com, and I promise you, we will help you turn your lifetime journey into something much more magical that does have an impact and does make a difference. Thank you again for everything, folks. Until next time, we love you, love each other. Goodbye for now.